Today I have another Paletteful Packs unboxing for you, so let's just get right into it and find out what's inside. And then hopefully make something cool with it. Sorry. I just really like this color. Find out what we have in here. Let's see. These look like they are Marabou alcohol ink. This one is the color magenta, and this one is metallic gold. I wonder if it's actually metallic. Oh, there's a bead in the middle. The ink was all sticking to one side. Does this one not have a bead? Magenta! Interesting. Are they like little droppers? Oh gosh, that makes me nervous. Oh, wait. Maybe this thing comes off. Aha! These are some Princeton Art and Brush Real Value paintbrushes. Looks like a number 10 flat, number 6 flat, a 1/2 inch, I don't know what's that called, chisel, and a number 2 round. Oh, it's called an angle brush. I'm sorry. It's funny how they're like just glued in there like poop. All right, we have some more alcohol inks. This is the color brown, rainbow, whatever that is. I'm interested. Lemon, turquoise, and Caribbean. So you have a couple blues, a couple kind of yellows, a purplish, rainbow, whatever that is. I wonder if it's just rubbing alcohol. That'd be kind of silly. I mean, it just looks clear. And then brown. So the metallic one's the only one that had a bead inside. And it was also the only one that was separated. So I guess that makes sense. Oh, there's another one. This is the color aqua green. All right. This is the Yupo medium Legion paper, 200 GSM, 74 pound, 5 inch by 7 inch. And that's what it looks like. Ooh, it has like 2 different covers. Interesting. Finally, we see the menu. This lists all of the art supplies, and it looks like a little description on maybe how to use them. Oh, and how to do alcohol spilling with your inks to create some fun designs. I don't know if I want to go that route. I feel like you don't have a whole lot of control about what it looks like. It's kind of just fun, abstract. We'll have to see. Once I swatch them, maybe I'll have a better idea. All right, and finally, this looks like the last thing in the box. Adult use only. The alcohol ink art panel. So it's a double-sided vinyl hard core substrate, ready to use with acrylic paints, mixed media, and especially alcohol inks. It is bright white, lightly textured, non-porous vinyl. Ink will float on the surface and easily lift. Every layer reacts with the previous layer. Ooh, that's terrifying. That actually scares me, that the alcohol will just lift right off of it. What I like about alcohol markers is just how usable they are. Like, they play right into how I like to make art. They're like almost the closest to digital art that you can get. So using them in a different way really scares me. Luckily, we do have some paper here to swatch them out on, try them out, and maybe use them the way I want to. And hopefully we'll end up with a masterpiece. Oh. Right, first, how should I do this actually? I don't know. I gotta first see what the colors look like. That seems important. I only have 7 little palette holes. 8 different colors. Ooh, okay. I also try mixing them with rubbing alcohol to get lighter colors. Oh, you're actually supposed to puncture it. Oh, I think I got it. I've made a mess. That must mean I'm getting somewhere. Grab the paintbrush. Oh, jeez. Today's going well. And let's see what this looks like on paper. Okay, not quite as vibrant as I thought it would be. Let me just prep all these and then it'll take a little hot second and then I'll see you after that. Oh, just looking at it, it looks clear. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. It's got like glitter. I don't even know if you can see that. I feel bad for smack talking this. It has a beautiful like, oops, I had green on the brush, but it looks like unicorn. That's the way I'll describe it. It's like super fine, rainbowy glitter. I don't know if you can see the shine. Maybe if I like touch it. Hopefully you can see the shine and the shimmer. Those are the colors we're working with. I kind of wish we had a red instead of 2 very similar blues. But I love how flat they look. I think it's this paper is giving them a very cool appearance. It's like a shiny. And it looks like, I don't know, does the stuff lift? Let's try taking some of this rainbow. Seeing if we can lift it. Okay, it does lift. Okay. So it's not going to work the same way it does on like Bristol board. So this is definitely going to be outside my comfort zone. Let me try grabbing like a fine liner and seeing if that can stick on this paper. Ooh, it's so smooth. Make sure it's dry. And grab like a light color. Okay, it definitely is smudging. How am I gonna go about this? This is definitely a challenge. I also wanted to try mixing them with rubbing alcohol. Maybe just pour a little on the side here. See how pastel we can get. This was a lot more than I wanted to put in here. Okay, yeah, very pastel. If I had an eyedropper, that'd be perfect. But all I have is a giant nozzle. The gold, I think I will keep straight. Because I think I want that to be pretty pigmented. Ooh, I need to put a cap on this. Yikes, the fumes! Oh, I know how to spell Caribbean. Thanks to Pirates of the Caribbean. So stuff definitely is drying really slowly on this paper. I'm gonna try it on like the paper I would usually use. Obviously they gave us some pretty stiff paper so that the ink doesn't bleed through, but I'm gonna use just some plain old cardstock here, and I'll put something behind it in case I go a little overboard. And we'll see how this looks. Oh yeah, see how different the colors look? A little rainbow. Not seeing the glitter so much. It looks like with straight ink on this paper. Should be a little bit more vibrant. See how it like bleeds through, which is why they gave us this schmancy paper that doesn't. It definitely looks more vibrant on this paper. It gets a bit of like a grayish tone when you mix it with this paper. So I do want to go like the bright approach. I'm just very nervous about how to like use the supplies together. Can we use fine liner on top without it bleeding? Okay. So it looks like the order of operations would be color, then line art, and maybe I can get something that'll look the way I want. Let's try sketching something with pencil. Ooh, this paper is just so smooth. It's like really weird to work with one of those hats that they just wear sticking straight up. Also, just the way the pencil is looking on this paper, it's super pigmented as well. So I wonder if we could just get away with that being the line art. All right, that's pretty good. Don't want to go too complicated. It's an experiment and it probably won't turn out. All right, you have to let that dry. Ooh, look at the way it is. I had a little bit of the pink still on my paintbrush, so I made this kind of cool color. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. I kind of like it with the pencil sketch underneath. And then we can really like play up the sketch and use lots of like hatching and sketchy techniques. And then use this ink on top. I'm not sure if I want to wait for it to dry or let it bleed into itself, because that actually does look kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. We can also like just grab straight gold and drip it in here, and hopefully it won't go outside of where I've already applied. Ooh, watch it like move. You seeing that? I'm working on such a small scale, I'm sorry. We'll definitely do bigger stuff. So hopefully you can see. Oh, it did go outside. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more like watercolor, in that it would like try to stay within the work area that we've already applied color to. It's a little bit more abstract. I'm just gonna throw some straight rainbow on here. Actually, it has a bead in it too. Shake it up, make sure the glitter is evenly distributed. Oh, so pretty. I hope you can see that. I like that better than the gold, I think. And it like pushes the color out of the way because this paper doesn't really absorb it. So if we want to get like any dark tones, it'll probably have to be with the pencil. Hard to describe, but it feels like drawing on butter. That's how I'll describe it. That's about as close as I can get to this experience in a way that you might understand. It's like it needs a little extra elbow grease. Trying to talk to us. The biggest concern is that it just kind of spreads out a lot. So whatever I draw, it's definitely gonna need to be abstract, or so maybe like a lot of hair. That's where I'm going. That's where my brain went. We could even just not draw the boundaries of the hair and let the ink kind of decide. Pull these shoulders up, blop down a bunch of ink for the hair. I don't know, I kind of liked it better, more contained, and then letting it spread. Yeah, that's a little exorbitant. That is pretty big hair. It just keeps going. I gotta have something more in mind when I do that. But maybe when that dries, I can maybe sketch over it with ink. I like this one a lot, minus the gold beanie. Trying to like tame it. And much like my hair, it's impossible. Ooh, I like the way it pushes the ink. Makes it darker around the edges. Try and figure this out. It feels like a puzzle. It's kind of exciting. It's not just, oh, just draw. You gotta figure out how to use the supplies and then also kind of try and make sure you're being true to your own art style. Because obviously I could just try pouring technique, but I don't know, I don't want to. I don't want to. I definitely like it better with a lot of sketching with the pencil because that's what's going to give us some variety and tone. Yeah, that is definitely overworked compared to like this one that has like a fun, sketchy abstractness to it while still looking like a character. I can go over that with fine liner. I am in love with like the way the colors look and that flat look that this paper gives it, so I am willing to give this another try. Oh, I can see the rainbowiness. Ooh. I really like it with the turquoise, the Caribbean, and the magenta. I think that really complements that rainbow color. So let's try again. This time I'm gonna go portrait. Oh, so crazy. I don't know, I'm just gonna sketch something. I really don't have anything in mind. Let's just see where this takes me. Classic hip that I draw all the time. Definitely think I want someone a little happier, so let's put a smile on that face. I'm gonna do tons of hair because that's what I want to do. You know, we could actually make the hair a little bit more flowy and put it in like pigtails. I'm gonna bring one hand up here, kind of like this. Okay, I like the layout of this. Needs something up here. Earrings. Although I don't know how much control I will be having to avoid that. Ooh, this is feeling so summery. This one is like much more wintry, but you know what? We gotta go where the art tells us. I guess that means we can do short sleeves if we're going summer. Since the ink is definitely gonna be all over the place, I want the sketch to be as refined as I can get it, because it's gonna be what tells you what you're looking at, not so much the ink. I don't even know if that's possible to do with your hand, but it looks all right, so I'm gonna go with it. Just do some final touch-ups, and then maybe we can add some ink. Okay, I want to do this same pink on the left, blue on the right. Let's make sure it's pretty vibrant. Also going to use a bigger paintbrush. Maybe this 1/2 inch angle. So I guess I'll do this on the left side. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit away from the edges so that we have bleed room. Because I want to try and keep it contained. I mean, as much as I can. Okay, so far so good. Okay, maybe one more over there. Then I want magenta. See how this looks. Then we'll do the same thing. Kind of stay away from the edges. What's cool about this paper is you don't really have to worry about it being super streaky because it like flattens out and dries for the most part. Obviously with some exceptions. Go in with a little bit of that Caribbean blue back here. Kind of would like to see it mix a little on the ponytail. Okay, and then I wanted to take the rainbow while that's still pretty wet and just drop it. See where it goes and create those fun patterns and shapes, kind of like acrylic pouring, but with like alcohol ink. Ooh, that looks really weird. Guess I should have waited for it to dry. See, I like that better. Okay, we're learning something still. Maybe I can mix that with some more magenta. Make sure I wait for that to actually dry and then go over it again with some more rainbow. Oh no, it looks like it might be too late mixing the two colors. Also don't know what to do for like skin tone. Maybe just leave it paper white for this experiment. Look at the way it just like bleeds everywhere. It's kind of interesting. Definitely has a mind of its own. You don't draw with alcohol ink. You collaborate with alcohol ink. It's to make a few decisions of its own. What kind of detailing can we do when it's on the drier side? I'm sick of waiting. I'm going in with some rainbow. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a little closer to what I'm wanting. Oh no, it's doing it again. Maybe pink just lifts that way. I mean, it did over here too. Makes me kind of want to just drop some of this too. Just go full ink texture. Leave the blue out. Let it do its thing. Add some yellow up here. Why not? That looks gross. Never mind. That's why not. I don't know if you can see the rainbow sparkle, but there it is. I don't know, does this stuff ever dry? Not really. Okay, problem is it just never dries, so the ink is just gonna keep trying to spread. I don't hate it though. It's got like that extra like sketchiness to it that you definitely, when you try to make it look this messy, it looks worse. But like if you let it happen, sometimes it can look cool. I see something happening. Ooh, that looks actually pretty cool. That I like. That I dig. Ooh. Should I try adding another color to this though? I mean, this is technically our experimentation, right? I just want to add some aqua green. Just add a little color variety. To kind of try and separate those colors. Like obviously they're gonna bleed, but it might help give that illusion. Obviously I still have like the drawing, which is my style, but then we're including those elements of a new medium. The rainbow really looks good with that blue color. I don't know why it doesn't look quite as nice with the magenta. There you go. Almost like a galaxy kind of esque thing. You know what? I think I want to do it. I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna try to do it on this big board. It's double-sided. Although wait, it's never gonna oops. 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 It doesn't dry on this board though. That means I can't even touch it. Right? Does it ever dry? Okay, it does dry eventually. Just takes forever. I should probably make sure that pencil works on this. Okay, not quite as smooth as drawing on this crazy paper. I think we can manage. I also don't really want the stuff to come off the edge, or I'm gonna need to protect my desk. All right, definitely big hair though. Maybe this time have the hair come in front of the character a little. Thumbnail something. I don't know what I'm doing. I got distracted. Just trying to figure out what to draw because the blank page was intimidating me. I'm gonna turn it a little bit to an angle and then draw straight, and then hopefully it'll have a fun dynamic twist. Oh geez, that doesn't even sound nice. Ooh, gross. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a lot of contrast with the pencil. Definitely doesn't quite work the same, but I think it'll still be fun. And some hair. Got a big swoopy hair. Alright, we got a face. Perfect. Okay, we have eyes. Let me do the rest of the face here. Keep darkening it up to the extent that I can. Eyebrows. I really like drawing eyebrows. Don't want to hide all the hands behind a back or something. Should we go with like that same hairstyle or something different? Go like my thumbnail with this big hair in front. Would that be considered bangs? Obviously that is going to get very cluttered with whatever we end up doing here. But it looks kind of nice here. I don't really like the sound of that. Ugh, it's a little scratchy. But I'm definitely gonna have to make sure that the sketch is significantly like refined enough before I start adding in the color. Kind of like with this one. This might be one where I have to take a break, let it dry for a couple hours, and then try and add line art on top of it. I also kind of want to like sketch through so you can see all the sketchiness even through the ink, hopefully. Raglan tee. Try this guy, he works a little better. Some denim maybe. Should I pull this leg out a little bit? Give her some more stability. I mean, it's obviously kind of slanted, but some of this and all that. I kind of like the sketch. We'll see what happens when I add the ink on top. Here we go, that'll do. It's a little bit smaller than that hand, but maybe that hand's a little bit farther forward. It's fine. We just enjoy this sketch for what it is. Kind of cute. I don't know, like a pinwheel. Let's start with this. This is like almost 100% rubbing alcohol with whatever was left on the brush when I was cleaning it. So I'm gonna like try to start with this and just go on the face a little bit. This should dry really fast. Trying something different. Then let that dry maybe. Still like bleeds outwards a lot, which is annoying. You just gotta go in. It's gonna be a big mess. That's like the point in using these, right? So let's do, should we go rainbow? More like, did I do a rainbow? I did do a rainbow on that, but you can't even tell. But like this little guy that I made, kind of like made a rainbow going around the outside of the head. So we'll use magenta first on this like big piece. Oh yeah, I can see this is gonna take forever to dry. Fun stuff. This doesn't seem to bleed as much, so I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way up to the edge. It like bleeds into the color that I already put, but I kind of expected that. Definitely works different than this paper, which I guess I should have expected, but I couldn't have ever anticipated how it would work because I couldn't test on this. So this is all part of the plan. So then blue would be here. Green would be here, yellow here. That's a rainbow. Let that dry a smidge and move over here to the yellow. I think we're gonna need to add a lot more yellow though, because I added way too much rubbing alcohol. Oh, that was gold! No! No! Oh well, let's see what it looks like. Oops, I still had pink on my brush too. All sorts of mistakes. It's kind of a cool color. I'm kind of willing to use it. It's supposed to be metallic, but I don't really see that. Which one was yellow? This? Oh, that's why it looks black on here. That one is much patchier than I think the pink ever looked. Alright, then blue back here. This kind of looks cool. It's honestly a little bit easier to work with than that paper was. The aqua green. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to like layer this up. It's working so differently just when I think I know what I'm doing. Although I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just like resolved to the fact that it was going to look the way it was going to look. And now it's doing something different. It smells like a hotel. Is that this stuff? Ugh! Oh, I got too close to that. That was a dumb idea. And maybe even let them touch so they can blend out. If I can layer this up. Ooh, I touched the pink. Ooh, they're spreading. It's a little bit of war between the green and the blue. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this gold. I kind of like it better than the yellow. Okay, okay. Kind of see where the blue smudged to the pink. Or magenta, actually. Looks like that My Little Pony Rainbow Dash or something. I don't know why I know that. Cool with the colors mixing, but I want to try and keep it under control. And add a little bit of texture. Like the colors are kind of bleeding into each other. These are going to have to touch eventually. I don't really want a white streak there. Do that with the green too. Green feels a little blah. I'll let those do their thing. That one looks like a face. I like it up here where like the pink and the blue mixed. So I wonder if I can do that more with the green and the yellow. Some blue needs to be a little more saturated. Yeah, this paper, it does a much better job of like staying in the shape that I painted. Like do fun details like add extra strands of hair. Probably use a different brush for those, but here we go. You can see that bleeding. That's kind of what I want. That looks pretty cool. Maybe if I go a little closer to some of this. There we go. Alright, now I want to grab some rainbow and let them really like mix together now. Come on, drop. Watch it and see what happens. Put it like close. There we go. Now we're having some action. It's most obvious on the pink for some reason. Leave your suggestions because I don't really know. Science or whatever. I'm gonna take this fine brush, go around the edges, just clean it up so they don't look as jaggedy. Clean them up. I don't know what the word is, but I'm doing it. I didn't realize I'd have this much control on this paper, but I am happy about it. But I feel like I do have like the freedom to go in and like take some of this pink and like touch up the lips and maybe the arms and the legs and things. Like tips of the fingers. Ew, what is that grossness? Is that on the brush? Just kind of like go around and just add that little extra something so it doesn't look just like a plain sketch. I do want to see if after it dries maybe I can add some liner around the face to definitely add more contrast there. It gets weird and dry and crunchy. Oh yeah, that bleeds so much less than that one did. Sheesh. Just want to get rid of some of that white. I don't really want any white on my denim. I just want lighter blue. Definitely want to add some kind of color to the shirt. But I'm not sure that's possible. Keep darkening up the face a little by little. Ooh, did it dry? It's not really doing anything. I bet the pink will still work. Yep. Next thing I kind of want to do is take some rubbing alcohol again. We'll drop in there. And then I want to take the wide paintbrush. Hopefully it's kind of clean. And like, how do I go about this? I'm going to put it inside here. I'm just going to use straight rubbing alcohol just to wet it. Give it a shape. Then we're going to just drop some drippage. Kind of see what happens. I want pink over here, so some magenta would be nice. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Maybe a little bit of the blue. Oh, that's green. No. Oh, well, it doesn't look that bad. Kind of like drip it and rip it around. But I do want some blue. Not you, you're aqua green. I have 2 blues and I managed to grab green. I didn't want green because of the green hairs over here. Back to the rubbing alcohol. Add some more shapes. Now over here we want like yellow and gold. Gold is not living up to the hype. Where did I put the yellow? This one. Pretty sure, yeah. There we go, there's some actual yellow colors. Oh, and green. It's a little bit dispersed. Like that one did really nice of like marbling. So I might have to add maybe some pink over here. I don't know. Right here is calling for it to me. Oh, and then we gotta throw some rainbow on here. Yes, please. It's kind of fun. Let's grab some more rubbing alcohol. I have to keep lifting this. Let it kind of drip off the edge. Not crazy about those colors, but I like this side and this side. That actually did work pretty well. Do I want any over here? Why not? Magenta. Boop, boop, boop. And I don't want to mix magenta with green. That's what I didn't like. Maybe we'll go blue so we get like a purple, even though we have all that blue down here for jeans, but didn't realize I was going to do this at the time. And then rainbow. It kind of distracts from the hair, but what am I going to do about it? I think I want to try and let this dry, which might take a while. Clean up this. I don't want green on the face. Oop, when did that happen? Oopsie. But yeah, I want to let this dry and then maybe go over it with a fine liner and hopefully add in some detail that is definitely missing. So I will see you then. Okay, I think it's dry. Now I want to go over this with a brush pen. Not that one. This, no, not. Maybe this thing. Look how organized I am. I want to use like a mixture of fine liners and brush pens and add some black depth to this because right now like the darkest area is right there. And as long as I can put my hand on this, we should be fine. Yeah, I think this is going to make a significant change. Do you see how that just makes something pop? When before it was all kind of like fighting each other for dominance. Who will be the alpha color? Tune in tonight. I definitely want those eyebrows to be like deep black. I also need to be careful because I think this is going to smudge because it's also alcohol-ish because of the surface we're drawing on. So we need to try not to go over the same areas. Kind of treat it like India ink and let it dry. And it just comes to going around all these good lines, deepening and darkening them up. Oh yeah, I like this better already. I haven't even done that much. All I've done is the face. Who would have thought this surface I was so scared to use would be easier than the paper? Not me. Ooh, I can use black for the raglan part. I was looking for a color to use. This will be perfect. Why did I say that like I was reading it? That was really weird. Let's go ahead and outline just about everything. I was going to be picky and choosy, but now I just want to add line art. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. No, that's not it. Ooh, that is a nice thumb. I like having a little bit of a chunkiness to it. When I draw them, that's exactly what I look for. There we go. There we go. There we go. I got another hand. I feel like that made a significant improvement. Oh, here we have it. The good, the bad. And the final, one of the other bits that we made with these alcohol inks. This was fun and definitely different than how I would use Copic markers, so that's a win. Keep it all in frame. I do need to give a big thank you to Paletteful for sending this box my way and allowing me to try them out. And if you guys are interested in getting your own Paletteful backs, I will have a link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all next week and I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles.